Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Miss English Channel. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy to have you here again today.
And I'm Paul. Thanks for joining us. We help you practice real, everyday English so you can speak confidently anywhere in the world.
That's right. And today, we have such a warm and interesting topic. We're talking about your country, how to describe it, and share it with others in English.
Oh, I like this topic. Because when you meet someone new, one of the first questions they ask is, "Where are you from?"
Exactly. It's a simple question, but sometimes it's hard to explain what your country is like.
So let's make it easier today. We'll learn how to describe your country, not like a textbook, but like a friendly conversation.
Yes, let's start with something simple. Paul, where are you from?
I'm from Canada. It's a big country in North America, famous for its beautiful nature, ice hockey, and maple syrup.
That's a good example. Short, simple, and full of interesting details. I'm from Canada. It's big and beautiful. You can do the same.
So if you're from Vietnam, you can say, "I'm from Vietnam. It's a beautiful country in Southeast Asia, famous for pho and friendly people."
Perfect. You can add small things about your culture, weather, or food. It makes your answer more real and warm.
Right. Let's practice together. Say out loud, "I'm from." Now, add one more sentence. "It's famous for."
Nice job. You see, it's not about long words. It's about feeling proud and sharing something special about your home.
So, Emily, what's your country like?
I'm from the UK. It's small, but full of history. We have old castles, green hills, and rainy days. People love tea and talking about the weather.
Talking about the weather. Yes, I've heard that's a national habit in Britain.
It is, and that's part of our culture. Every country has small things like that. Greetings, manners, or daily habits that make it unique.
Speaking of people, how would you describe the people in your country?
I'd say British people are polite, but sometimes shy. We love queuing, waiting in line for everything.
In Canada, people are friendly and helpful. We say sorry a lot, even when it's not our fault.
That's so true. Every culture has its funny habits. For example, in Vietnam, people greet each other with a smile or a small bow.
Yeah, and in France, people might kiss on both cheeks. It's so different everywhere.
So you can say, in my country, people usually shake hands, or in my country, people take off their shoes before entering the house.
That's a great phrase. In my country, people. Try using it to describe something special about your home.
You can compare, too. In my country, we eat with chopsticks, but in the US, they use forks.
Nice. Those small comparisons make your conversation more natural and interesting.
Speaking of food, that's always a fun way to talk about your country. What's the most famous food from your country, Paul?
Probably poutine. It's French fries with cheese and gravy. It sounds strange, but it's delicious.
That's new for many people. And if you're from Thailand, you can talk about pad thai. If you're from Mexico, tacos. From Japan, sushi.
Or from Vietnam, pho. It's world famous now. You can ask someone, "Have you ever tried Vietnamese pho?"
That's such a good conversation starter. Food connects people easily.
You can say, "One of the most famous dishes in my country is," or, "At home, we usually eat for dinner."
And if you want to describe taste, try words like spicy, sweet, salty, or fresh.
Right. Like, our food is spicy and full of herbs, or we love sweet desserts with coconut.
Now, let's move to another beautiful part of describing your country. What's the weather like in your country, Paul?
Oh, that's a big topic. Canada has everything: snow in winter, hot summers, and colorful autumns. My favorite is fall. The air is cool and the trees are red and gold.
That sounds lovely. In my country, the weather is often rainy. I like the sound of rain on the window and a warm cup of tea beside me.
That sounds so British. You can use phrases like, it's usually hot and humid, or we often have rain in summer.
And you can talk about how weather changes your day. For example, when it rains, people stay inside and drink coffee. Or when it's sunny, we go to the park.
Let's give the audience a quick challenge. Describe your country's weather in 2 short sentences. Say it out loud now.
Great job. Speaking is about trying. Don't worry about mistakes. They're part of learning.
Yes, every small effort helps. Now, talking about daily life, what do people usually do in your country on weekdays or weekends?
In the UK, people work from Monday to Friday, usually from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. On weekends, we relax, meet friends, or go to the countryside.
In Canada, it's similar, but I think Canadians spend more time outdoors. We love hiking and skiing.
You can say, most people start work at 8 a.m., or people go to the market every Sunday morning.
Try to describe one normal day in your country. Use simple sentences like, we wake up early, kids go to school, families eat dinner together.
That's right. Daily life is different, but sharing it helps people understand your culture.
And speaking of culture, let's talk about festivals and special days, my favorite part.
Oh, yes. Every country has its own special holidays. For example, in Vietnam, there's Tet, the Lunar New Year, full of flowers, food, and family.
That is lovely. In Canada, we celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's a time for family dinners and sharing gratitude.
You can say, during our festival, we visit our grandparents. Or, people wear traditional clothes and cook special dishes.
Let's create a mini story. Every New Year, my family visits my grandparents. We eat together, laugh, and give small red envelopes.
That's beautiful! And you can share your own story like that. It makes your English more personal.
Remember, your culture is your story. When you share it, you also share a piece of your heart.
That's so true, Paul.
After talking about festivals, let's explore something everyone loves, the beautiful places in your country.
Oh, yes. Tourist attractions. Every country has those special spots that make people smile and take 100 photos.
Exactly. When you describe your country, it's great to mention beaches, mountains, cities, or temples that tourists should visit.
For example, in Canada, we have Niagara Falls. It's huge and powerful. When you stand there, you can feel the mist on your face.
That sounds amazing. In my country, people love to visit London. Big Ben, the London Eye, and Buckingham Palace, they're full of history and charm.
You can use this phrase. If you visit my country, you should go to... It's simple but natural for conversation.
Right. For example, if you visit Japan, you should go to Kyoto. If you visit Vietnam, you should go to Ha Long Bay.
That's beautiful. You can also describe places using words like peaceful, exciting, beautiful, or traditional.
Yes, like the beaches are peaceful and full of sunshine, Or the old streets are full of colors and music.
Let's make it a short practice. Say aloud, if you visit my country, you should go to...
Great! You're sharing your country's beauty with the world.
When people talk about travel, they often compare cultures too. That's another fun way to learn.
True. Every country has its own habits and customs. Comparing them helps us understand how different, yet similar, we all are.
You can say, in my country, people eat rice every day, but in Italy, they eat pasta.
Or, in my country, people greet with a smile, but in France, they kiss on both cheeks.
That's a good one. I remember visiting Spain, and everyone greeted each other so warmly. It felt like family.
Exactly. These small details make your story come alive. Use phrases like, in my country, people, or compared to my country.
Let's learn some useful words for this part. Different, similar, polite, culture, and tradition.
You can say, our traditions are old but beautiful, or our culture is different, but our hearts are similar.
I love that sentence. It shows understanding and respect.
When you compare, try to stay positive. Focus on what makes each culture special.
That's right. The goal is not to judge, but to connect.
Speaking of connection, let's talk about something every country values: family and community life.
Oh yes, family. It's the heart of every culture. Tell me, Emily, what's family life like in your country?
In the UK, families are usually small. Parents and children live together, but grandparents often have their own home. We visit on weekends.
In my country, families can be quite big. Sometimes grandparents, parents, and children all live together. It feels warm and close.
That sounds lovely. You can say, in my country, families live together, or we take care of our grandparents.
Yes, and don't forget about community life. In many places, neighbors know each other and share small moments.
Like in Vietnam, every Sunday, neighbors share lunch together. It's not just food, it's love.
That's so true. You can say, every weekend, our neighbors share food, or we often help each other.
These small sentences show kindness and connection. That's what makes language feel alive.
It also reminds us that English is not only grammar or vocabulary, it's about sharing who we are.
Exactly. And part of who we are comes from our dreams, our hopes for our country's future.
Yes. When people talk about their country, they often want to share how it's changing and growing.
You can say, I hope my country will have more green cities, or I hope education will improve.
I hope my country will become more modern, but still keep its traditions.
That's a great balance, modern and traditional. Many young people feel the same.
Let's learn some words to express that. Develop, future, modern, proud, hope.
For example, I'm proud of my country because people work hard. I hope our future will be bright and peaceful.
Those are powerful sentences. They show love and positivity.
And when someone asks, what do you hope for your country? It's a chance to share your vision.
I like that question. It makes you think about what really matters.
Yes, and that's how language connects hearts. When you speak about your home with pride, people feel it.
You don't need big words. Just speak with feeling. That's enough.
You can say,
I love my country because people smile even in hard times. That's simple, honest, and beautiful.
And when you share these stories in English, you also help others see your world through your eyes.
That's the real purpose of language. Not only to talk, but to understand each other.
So true. And it's amazing how one short conversation can bring two cultures closer.
Yes, the more you speak about your country, the more confident you'll become.
Because you're talking about something you know and love. It's your story.
So next time someone asks, "Where are you from?" smile and tell them proudly.
I'm from, and it's full of life, love, and stories.
That's the spirit. Keep practicing, and your English will grow as naturally as your confidence.
And remember, mistakes don't mean failure. They mean you're learning step by step.
Every word you say is a bridge from your heart to the world.
I love that, Emily. Let's keep walking that bridge together.
Always.
Talking about your country also helps you understand yourself better. When you describe where you come from, you start to see what truly matters to you.
That's true. Sometimes we don't realize how beautiful our daily life is until we talk about it in another language.
Exactly. Think about the little sounds in your mornings, street vendors calling, birds singing, or the smell of breakfast from a neighbor's house. Those moments are your country's heartbeat.
I love that image. In my country, mornings are quiet, just the sound of coffee machines and soft music on the radio.
That's beautiful. You can say, in my country, mornings are peaceful, or our city wakes up slowly. Simple phrases, but full of life.
And when you describe those details, your English becomes more emotional and real. People don't just hear your words, they feel them.
Yes, let's try another small practice. Think about your hometown. What do you see when you look outside your window? Try to describe it with 1 or 2 sentences in English.
Maybe you'll say, "I see green trees and children walking to school," or "I see motorbikes and colorful shops."
Perfect. Those sentences are alive. They carry the sound and soul of your home. Speaking of home, I think one of the best ways to connect with others is through stories about where we live.
True. You can talk about local traditions, small festivals, or even funny daily habits. For example, in my country, people drink coffee with condensed milk instead of cream.
That's interesting. In Canada, we drink it black or with sugar, but I'd love to try that sweet version.
See? That's how conversation starts. A simple sentence about your habit can open a window into your world.
And when someone asks you more questions, don't worry about speaking perfectly. Just share your thoughts honestly.
Exactly. English isn't about being perfect, it's about connection.
You can also use conversation fillers to sound natural, like, well, actually, or I think.
Yes. For example, "Well, I think people in my country are friendly." Or, "Actually, it's quite different from what people imagine."
That's a great way to keep your sentence flowing and natural. And when you forget a word, don't stop completely. You can say, how do you call it? Or what's the word for?
That's something I wish I had learned earlier. It helps you stay confident instead of freezing.
Exactly. The more you speak, the more you'll find your rhythm. And one day, you'll tell your country's story easily and naturally.
Let's imagine someone visiting your country for the first time. How would you describe it to make them curious?
I'd say, my country is full of colors. You can smell the food on the streets, hear people laughing, and feel the warm weather.
That's perfect. It sounds like an invitation. You can also add a little emotion. You'll feel at home the moment you arrive.
Yes, when you talk with warmth, people want to listen.
Let's give our listeners a tip. When you talk about your country, smile. Even if they don't understand every word, they'll feel your pride.
That's so true. A smile speaks every language.
Here's a mini vocabulary spotlight. Proud means feeling happy and confident about something. A synonym is glad. Example, I'm proud of my country because people are kind.
And tradition means something people do for a long time. Example, it's our family tradition to eat together every Sunday.
You can use these words to add color to your answers. Don't just say, my country is nice. Tell us why it's nice.
For example, my country is nice because people always help strangers. That's the kind of detail that touches hearts.
And those small, honest sentences are what make your English shine.
You know, Paul, I remember one of my students. She was shy, but when she started talking about her hometown, her face lit up.
Oh, that's lovely. What did she say?
She said, "In my village, the air smells like rice fields, and every evening the sky turns orange." It was so simple, but everyone in class went quiet. We could feel her world.
That's the magic of storytelling. You don't need difficult words. You just need real memories.
And that's what English learners should remember. Your story is enough.
Yes, the words will come with time, but your feelings are already perfect.
So when you talk about your country, think about the sound of the rain, the taste of the food, the laughter in your family.
Because those are the things that make your story unforgettable.
And every time you tell that story in English, you grow a little more confident.
It's like planting a seed. One sentence today, a forest of fluency tomorrow.
Beautifully said. So, listeners, think about one small story from your country, maybe a funny one, maybe a sweet one, and tell it to someone in English today.
Don't worry if it's short or simple. Even a few words from the heart can connect you with the world.
And when you finish speaking, take a moment to feel proud because you didn't just use English, you shared yourself.
That's the true goal of learning any language.
To connect, to share, and to understand each other a little better every day.
And the best way to start is right here, with your own story.
Because no one else can tell it like you can.
Paul, I think one of the most beautiful things about talking about your country is how it reminds you of your roots.
Absolutely. Every story, every memory, every flavor, they're pieces of who we are. And when we tell them, we carry our home with us.
Yes, and for learners, that's the secret. When you talk about something close to your heart, English becomes easier. Your words flow naturally.
That's so true. When you speak about something you love, your country, your food, your people, it feels real. You stop thinking too much and you start feeling.
Exactly. Let's give our listeners a small exercise. Close your eyes for a moment and think about your favorite place in your country. What do you see?
Maybe you see a busy street, a quiet beach, or the green hills near your home. Maybe you smell food cooking or hear children playing.
Now, open your eyes and describe it in English. Just 1 or 2 sentences. It doesn't have to be perfect, just true.
Like, there's a small market near my house where people laugh and sell fruit. Or, at night, the city lights reflect on the river.
Beautiful. Those sentences paint pictures. That's the kind of English people remember. the kind that comes from the heart.
And when you share it, you're not only teaching someone about your country, you're teaching them about your spirit.
Yes, and that's what makes language so human. It's not just vocabulary, it's emotion, connection, and memory.
You know, I remember once meeting a student from the Philippines. She told me, in my country, people smile even when life is hard. That sentence stayed with me for years.
Oh, that's powerful. It reminds us that countries aren't just places, they're people with stories that can touch anyone.
Exactly. And when we speak about our countries, we also learn to appreciate others more deeply.
Because the more we share, the more we understand that kindness, love, and hope sound the same in every language.
That's beautiful, Emily. And it's such a good lesson for all English learners. Learning English isn't about losing your culture. It's about sharing it.
Yes, you don't need to sound like someone else, you just need to sound like yourself in English.
And when you do that, your words have power because they're honest.
Let's give everyone one more phrase to practice. Repeat after us. I'm proud of my country because...
Good. Now complete it with your own reason. Because people are kind. Because we never give up. Because we always help each other.
Lovely. You can feel the warmth in those words. That's what language is meant to do. Make hearts feel closer.
And if you want to sound even more natural, you can connect ideas. Say, I'm proud of my country because people are kind and they always welcome visitors.
That's great. And remember, every time you speak about your country, you're helping someone in another part of the world understand your world better.
It's like building a bridge between cultures, one word at a time.
And that bridge begins with courage. The courage to speak even when you make mistakes.
Mistakes are proof you're learning. They mean you're brave enough to try.
So, dear listener, if you've been afraid to speak English, start with something simple. Talk about your country.
Tell us where you're from, what you love, and what makes your home special.
Don't worry about grammar. Don't wait until you feel ready. Just speak from the heart.
Because when you speak with heart, you'll always be understood.
That's right. And remember this, one phrase a day, one small story at a time will take you further than you imagine.
Every new word you learn is a little light, and together they'll brighten your journey.
So keep going, keep learning, and keep sharing your story, because the world needs to hear it.
You are not just learning English. You're opening a door to connection, to understanding, to friendship.
And every time you open your mouth to speak, you make the world a little smaller, a little kinder.
So be proud of where you come from. Speak with love, speak with confidence.
Because your voice matters, and your country's story is part of the world's song.
That's such a beautiful way to say it, Emily.
Thank you, Paul. And thank you, everyone, for being here with us today.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to Miss English Channel. More warm and fun English stories are coming your way.
And leave a comment below. What do you love most about your country? We'd love to read your answers.
Remember, even one small English sentence today is a step toward confidence tomorrow.
One phrase today, one new world tomorrow.
Keep shining, keep learning, and never stop sharing your story.
Because your story and your country are truly special.
See you next time, everyone.
See you soon, and take care.